Capitol Hill is a daily stage for political drama, but on January 7, 2026, a brief encounter between Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and a Fox News producer became a national flashpoint. The confrontation wasn't about policy, but about personal boundaries and media conduct, highlighting the frayed relationship between politicians and the press. Ocasio-Cortez was approached by a producer for Jesse Watters, a conservative media figure with whom she had a contentious history. What began as a standard media request quickly escalated, exposing the tension between critical commentary and personal attacks in today's polarized environment. The incident, captured on video, underscored how words spoken on air can have real-world consequences, reverberating far beyond the broadcast. The exchange was brief but charged. As Ocasio-Cortez walked the Capitol halls, Fox News producer Johnny Belisario approached, camera rolling, inviting her onto Jesse Watters' show. Instead of a routine refusal, Ocasio-Cortez responded forcefully, citing Watters' past conduct as the reason for her refusal. She accused Watters of harassment, reframing the invitation as inappropriate given his previous on-air remarks. Belisario tried to deny the accusation, but Ocasio-Cortez pressed on, referencing a specific comment Watters made about her. The encounter, recorded by a journalist, quickly became public, turning a hallway interaction into a viral moment. The confrontation shifted the focus from a simple media request to a debate about journalistic ethics and personal boundaries. Ocasio-Cortez didn't mince words. Her response was swift, direct, and left little room for ambiguity. In a political landscape often marked by carefully crafted statements and diplomatic language, her approach stood out for its clarity and forcefulness. She publicly accused Fox News host Jesse Watters of sexual harassment, calling out his behavior on national television. The incident unfolded after Watters made a controversial remark on his show, a moment that quickly drew widespread attention. Ocasio-Cortez cited a specific incident. Watters had claimed she wanted to sleep with Stephen Miller, a statement she found not only deeply offensive but also shockingly unprofessional for a primetime news program. Comment, which was broadcast to millions, crossed a line that Ocasio-Cortez felt could not be ignored. Her refusal to appear on Watters' show was rooted in this incident. She made it clear that her decision was not about avoiding tough questions or political disagreement, but about drawing a boundary against what she saw as inappropriate and demeaning conduct. Ocasio-Cortez took to social media to amplify her stance, using her platform to speak directly to her supporters and the broader public. She tweeted, "You can either be a pervert or ask me to be on your little show, not both." The message was blunt, unapologetic, and quickly went viral, sparking intense debate online. By publicly labeling Watters' comments as harassment, Ocasio-Cortez challenged the norms of political commentary. Her actions forced a broader conversation about accountability in the media, and whether certain lines should never be crossed, even in the heat of political debate. The incident quickly became a case study in the complex power dynamics between media figures and politicians. It highlighted the ways in which public figures can use their platforms to push back against what they see as unacceptable treatment, and the risks they take in doing so. By calling out the behavior so publicly, Ocasio-Cortez set a new standard for what she considered acceptable treatment by the press. Her action sent a message to other politicians, and to the media itself, that personal attacks and innuendo would not go unchallenged. The confrontation sparked a wider debate about the line between legitimate criticism and personal attack. It raised important questions about the responsibilities of journalists, the rights of public officials, and the evolving standards of public discourse in an age of instant communication and viral outrage. The video of the Capitol Hill exchange exploded across the internet almost instantly, racking up millions of views within hours and igniting a fierce, widespread debate online. Social media platforms lit up with hashtags, memes, and reaction videos as people from all walks of life weighed in on what had just unfolded. The clip was shared not only by political commentators and news outlets, but also by everyday users who saw it as a defining moment in the ongoing conversation about power, respect, and accountability in American politics. Supporters of Ocasio-Cortez quickly rallied behind her, praising her for standing up to what they saw as blatant harassment and inappropriate behavior. For many, the video became a symbol of empowerment, especially for women and young people who felt inspired by her willingness to confront uncomfortable situations head-on. Social media was flooded with messages of solidarity, and the hashtag #StandWith AOC began trending as people shared their own stories of facing similar challenges in public life. On the other side, critics accused her of overreacting and manufacturing outrage, arguing that Waters' comment was meant as satire or simply political theater. Some commentators suggested that the incident was being blown out of proportion for political gain, while others defended the right to ask tough or even provocative questions of public officials. The debate quickly spilled over into talk shows, podcasts, and dinner table conversations, with people passionately defending their perspectives. The incident became a cultural flashpoint, with both sides using it to reinforce their views on media conduct, political discourse, and the boundaries of acceptable behavior. For some, it was a clear example of the challenges faced by women in politics. For others, it was a test of free speech and the role of the press in holding power to account. Beyond the immediate partisan reactions, the raw and unscripted nature of the exchange prompted broader discussions about civility, professionalism, and the expectations we have for both politicians and journalists. People began to ask, where is the line between tough questioning and personal attack? How should public figures respond to unexpected confrontations? And what does this say about the current state of our political culture? News outlets and commentators across the spectrum weighed in, dissecting every moment of the video and debating where to draw the line between legitimate commentary and personal attack. Editorials, op-eds, and roundtable discussions explored the implications for both media ethics and political strategy, with some calling for higher standards of conduct on all sides. The viral moment revealed a deep public appetite for stories that exposed the friction between politicians and the media, and highlighted just how quickly a brief encounter can become a national talking point. It also underscored the power of digital platforms to shape narratives and influence public opinion in real time. In the end, a brief hallway encounter became a symbol of the larger tensions defining modern political discourse, reminding us that in today's hyperconnected world, even the smallest moments can spark conversations that echo far beyond the walls of Capitol Hill. The root of the conflict was a Fox News segment months earlier. During a panel discussion, Jesse Waters remarked, "I think AOC wants to sleep with Miller. It's so obvious. And, I'm sorry, you can't have him." While some saw this as satire, Ocasio-Cortez and her supporters viewed it as a blatant sexualization and dismissal of her as a serious political actor. The comment exemplified the kind of personal, gendered attacks women in politics often face. For Ocasio-Cortez, this was not political banter, it was a line crossed. The remark set the stage for the Capitol Hill confrontation. The saga began with Ocasio-Cortez's own live stream, where she mocked Stephen Miller, calling him a clown and ridiculing his height. She encouraged her followers to use humor to counter what she described as insecure masculinity in right-wing politics. Her personal jabs at Miller shifted the conversation from policy to ad hominem attacks. Critics accused her of hypocrisy, noting she condemned personal attacks while engaging in them herself. This cycle of mockery and retaliation fueled the escalating rhetoric. Ocasio-Cortez's comments provided an opening for Waters' inflammatory response. The episode illustrates how personal insults can quickly spiral in today's political climate. Stephen Miller, the subject of both Ocasio-Cortez's and Waters' remarks, is no stranger to controversy. Ocasio-Cortez's livestream mocked his appearance, prompting Miller to respond on Fox News by questioning her intelligence and perception. "We knew her brain didn't work. Now we know her eyes don't work," Miller retorted. The exchange became a tit-for-tat of personal insults, moving further from substantive debate. Waters' subsequent on-air comment about Ocasio-Cortez and Miller's marital status added another layer of personal drama. Miller's participation was not passive. His response helped escalate the cycle of attacks. The incident became a chain reaction, each party amplifying the personal nature of the conflict. This confrontation is a microcosm of the strained relationship between politicians and the media. For decades, the press has served as both a watchdog and a conduit for public information, but the dynamic has grown increasingly adversarial. Politicians often feel scrutinized or misrepresented, while journalists face accusations of bias or sensationalism. These tensions are not new, but they have intensified in recent years, reflecting deeper divisions in society. The rise of partisan outlets and social media has blurred the lines between journalism, activism, and entertainment. News is now consumed in real time, with stories evolving rapidly and opinions spreading faster than facts. Audiences are often drawn to echo chambers that reinforce their beliefs, making it harder to distinguish objective reporting from commentary or advocacy. This environment fuels polarization and makes civil discourse more challenging. Politicians now bypass traditional media, using their own platforms to shape narratives and call out perceived slights. Through live streams, tweets, and direct-to-camera videos, they can reach millions instantly, controlling their message and mobilizing supporters. This shift has empowered public figures, but also reduced opportunities for accountability, as tough questions can be avoided and criticism dismissed as partisan attacks. Media figures, incentivized by ratings, often push boundaries with provocative commentary. The pressure to attract viewers and generate clicks can lead to sensational headlines and heated debates, sometimes at the expense of nuance or accuracy. This cycle of provocation and reaction can escalate tensions, making it harder for the public to trust what they see and hear. The incident raises questions about what constitutes legitimate criticism versus harassment, especially when gendered or sexualized language is involved. As public figures, politicians expect scrutiny, but there is a growing recognition that certain lines should not be crossed. The debate over free speech, accountability, and respect is ongoing, with advocates calling for clearer standards and consequences for inappropriate conduct. Ocasio-Cortez's public stand challenges the defense that such remarks are just jokes. By speaking out, she highlights the impact of dismissive or demeaning language, especially on women and minorities in public life. Her response has sparked conversations about the culture of politics and the responsibility of both the media and elected officials to foster a more respectful environment. The episode highlights the ongoing negotiation over the boundaries of acceptable public discourse. As society evolves, so too do expectations for how leaders and the media should interact. These moments force us to reconsider what we tolerate and what we challenge, shaping the standards for future generations. Every viral moment now has the power to redefine the rules of engagement. In an age where a single clip can reach millions within minutes, the stakes are higher than ever. The way we respond to these incidents, whether with outrage, reflection, or dialogue, will determine the tone of our public conversations and the health of our democracy. The Ocasio-Cortez Waters episode encapsulates the shift from policy debate to personal attacks in American politics. What began as a live-stream jab spiraled into a national controversy, with each party escalating the rhetoric. The incident exposes the breakdown of traditional norms between politicians and the press. Both sides now use public call-outs and viral moments as primary tools of engagement. The story is a case study in how partisan media, social media amplification, and personal attacks shape today's political landscape. The boundaries between commentary, satire, and harassment are being actively contested. In this new environment, every word and every encounter can become a weapon, or a rallying cry.